Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of a luck-based degeneracy, where art is all luck-based. I am your host.
Your host?
Yeah, your host.
He's in a host.
I'm your host.
Oh, I see.
It's 1 a.m. I am your host, Kreat-Like-Crete.
I am your co-host, Absolonanonymous, and we have a guest.
Who's the guest?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm missed.
It's mystery.
As previously featured on some other fuck's stupid podcast.
I wonder who that is. What dumb bitch.
But now I actually have the ability to talk and not sound like a fucking idiot. Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, so please, everybody in the comments section and the fucking Deviantart page, welcome.
Everyone
Yes, every three people in the comments section.
Whoa.
Everyone, welcome Mysterydad.
I don't know whether I hate my name or if I love it.
What, just for Mysterydad?
Yeah. Because, like, the thing is, like, the name was made kind of like, I was like, huh. Because my name on, like, Discord is Mystery Man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I went with it for a long time. I mean, you guys both know that, but I was kind of thinking, like, what if I put in Mystery Dad? Like, that'd be funny, right? Because I was making a new account. And I was like, wait a minute, it's available. And then we're like, well, shit. Well, now I have to because it's available. And so this joke name stuck. And now I'm stuck with it, and I can't get away from it. And I don't know if I hate that or if I love it.
I think you love it.
I kind of love it. I kind of hate it.
You laid it.
It's not word, Absalon.
Yeah, that.
Why
you know what else isn't a
why
word?
would he be late to his own name? You're being stupid. Stop it.
No,
You know what else?
I
You
get
know what
it.
else isn't a word?
What?
Pee pee poo poo.
That is absolutely a word.
Pee pee poo poo is totally
No,
a
it's
word.
not.
What are you talking about?
But not both of them combined. That's not a word.
Yes, yeah, it is.
No.
It is.
Yeah.
No.
It's onomatopoeia. It means the best word ever.
He said pee.
Yeah, because I made it the best word ever.
He said
Yeah.
pee.
And technically,
Hee hee pee. I think in a little bit of background, so the thing is that all these other prior guests on Luck-Based are like people that Creed and Epsilon don't regularly talk to, but your boy over here, we talk almost every day.
Yeah, we're good boys.
Which is why it's kind of weird that I'm like not one of the first guests,
But,
but I guess I'm just not cool enough. Huh?
yeah.
I'm not lucky enough.
yeah, you suck.
Yeah, your luck stack wasn't high enough. You didn't min-max like the rest of us.
Shit.
Yeah.
So, have you ever explained the origin of the Luck-Based name?
We have to.
Yes, we have.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
we
Okay,
did
good.
do American Dream when he was on,
Oh,
and
And we did it another time with, I can't remember who, but it was in the previous episode. I think maybe it was with Matcha, or it was with Bamboo and Pad.
I think we've discussed it before with some of the other guests, but everyone always appreciates the use of it and the turning around of the joke.
well, I think all the people you've described it to they knew the guy it was based on, right?
Most of them didn't.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh.
I don't think Bamboo knew.
I wonder if he watches these.
Oh, yeah, no, Bamboo didn't. Yeah.
Bamboo didn't. American Dream absolutely didn't. And Matcha was somewhat aware.
Yeah, Matcha knew enough, I think.
But you know.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Had fun encounters.
Yeah,
with
I
them.
know a little bit too much.
A little bit too much.
Yeah, the funny thing with the whole joke, because I still love saying, was it the pencils and tablets scale with the luck stat?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be... What do you think life would be like if we actually could scale into... Or not scale, but actually set... have like stats and all that? Like, what kind of people do you think would be running around mostly? You know, with the... what do you think like the majority would be?
Low intelligence.
You think people would choose intelligence as lowest?
Nah, I don't know. People are weird. It's really hard to gauge a person at face value. Like, oh yeah, they have low.
No.
And the ability to see that would totally change how we as a society function.
No, what I'm getting at is the level of not what I mean is the imagine if people could change their stats. What kind of person do you think we'd see running around the most? That's what I mean. It's not like the judging thing.
Probably maxed out charisma, probably.
Yeah, either that or maxed out strength or something.
You think? You think people would just choose that? Yeah. Just go uber basic with it?
Or
either uber intelligence. Maybe, you never know. People like to be smart.
Yeah. Well, I've sort of wondered that, if people could just change their stats, I wonder what most people would pick.
I wonder what it would be like if upon birth you could just do Skyrim character customization of yourself.
Just warp into hundreds of races at will until you find one you like.
Yeah.
Right in front of your parents. Yeah. Who are you?
Yes.
And you
get squeezed out, and it's and then you stand up, and it's hello mother, hello father.
Born to two very nice white folk, and then you come out blue with green hair.
You come out as a fucking half-orc.
Your mom and your dad sound exactly like every other person in your neighborhood, because Skyrim only had 5 voice actors.
And they have the same shitty walking animation where they just go through all the objects.
Yeah. Yeah, then they sit down very exaggerated.
And they say, hello, traveler. Fuck.
That's a scary, scary world. I wouldn't want to do that.
Alright, so, Mist, what if you were in a world where there's a lot of people who act like robots? Let's imagine everybody who acts like the normal episode of SpongeBob, where SpongeBob has to learn to be normal. It's like that super clinical... Yes, that's super clinical, hey, how are you? What's the first thing you do? What do you do?
I die on the spot. I would just fall over. Okay, bye. I don't even want to try with this.
You don't even want to give it an attempt. But you would have
not at all.
You would have nobody who would be, any sort of difficulty on your end.
But yeah, but I don't know. Difficulty makes you appreciate the easy people.
Yeah.
No, that sounds mean. I mean, you appreciate things in life more when there's hardship.
I don't think it's.
I feel if everything was really easy,
I wouldn't say it's wrong to say that the easy people. I think what you mean is just the people who aren't dickweeds.
Well, yeah. But even then, I think I'm not gonna be that guy who says there's a merit to bullying or whatever. But you do appreciate other people more when there could be worse.
Yeah, in a somewhat a more arbitrary way of putting things. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I would personally say that I think a little bit of bullying is actually healthy for the human mind on both ends.
I kind of disagree because a little bit maybe, but it goes too far. Too fast.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, I think everybody should get harassed on a daily basis. No, but I do think a little bit of playground roughing and all that sort of shit where. If some kid does something really stupid, then everyone's gonna laugh at him. Then the kid doesn't do the stupid thing again.
Well, yeah.
I absolutely am an advocate. I think that's healthy. It's healthy. Can't just do nothing. Can't just do anything you want and not get shit for it.
As a victim of bullying at the hands of Absolon.
Absolon.
I bully everybody.
He made fun of how I draw hands. And I got good at drawing hands.
See?
So you're actually fucking right, but still.
Did you, though?
You fucking wish.
I don't have to wish. I can do it by myself.
Yeah, I definitely... Yeah, Absolon bullying people is definitely it was a good thing. Also, I can't get him to stop. Yeah. He's too powerful.
I'm too powerful. I learned how to draw hands, and then no one could stop me because I could do the OK sign, and then when they oppose me, I give them a slap on the back.
Yeah, but Absolon, you're gonna get get arrested for hate speech if you do the OK sign.
Yeah, because you're doing the.
How can you get arrested for hate speech if you are doing hand signals?
That's hate speech. It means you enjoy crocodilia.
You are now you are the reptile.
I am actually a reptile.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, you're Argonian. You picked the wrong race at the start, dude.
Yeah. I should have picked the furry race instead of the reptile race.
Yeah, you fucking
It's pronounced scaly, you fucking fuck.
You fucking fuck.
Fucking fuck.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Don't do this.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing
What the heck are you doing?
What the
fuck?
I'm
What
taking a
What the fuck?
Why you should be jumping on me instead? What the fuck?
This is... See, people always wonder how you become an artist. How do you get good at art?
This is how you do
This
it.
is how.
You're born by fire, and you experience absolute pain.
Dude, you got any?
And then you start quoting.
Dude, you got any tips? Or actually, we talked about the American Dream last time, but it's sort of a interesting topic to discuss in the art community. Is just because as someone who's been on the receiving end and the receiver end, or not receiver, I don't want to say it. I've both given. I both given and taken in this, where it's you want to meet new artist friends, but you don't know how, or you don't know how to connect.
Oh, dude,
you got any?
I'm easily the most petty person I know when it comes to
It's
that.
not so much
because it's there are people I want to talk to so bad, but I do not talk to them unless they talk to me first. It is the highest form of that. What if they don't want to talk to me? Kind of anxiety.
No, I get it, because that's what everyone has. That was actually what I was getting at, was the idea that a lot of people in the community want to have more artist friends to talk to, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to connect or get themselves out there. And what we talked about last time with it was I said that generally people will enjoy other people of their own caliber, and I know that sounds like it makes every artist seem really petty and petty. Yeah, a little elitist and kind of snobby to be like, you can't draw a perfect obtuse angle, and you can't draw fat ladies at 75th out of 80th view. Then I'm not gonna talk to you, but
you're not high enough level to talk to me.
And I'm definitely gonna say that most don't do that, but I would definitely say if you want to really get in with the guys who you really think are good, you kind of gotta level up,
Not to be rude or anything. It's just
But it's not that I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm saying that some people think, how can I get in with these people? But I don't think I'm good enough. Then there's your answer.
Yeah, well, here's the biggest thing is you don't just go up to an artist, be chummy with them for a week, and then ask for a free request. I see that happen a lot.
Mainly with you, Mist. You've been getting that a lot recently.
Oh God. Okay, I need to say this now before I come off as mean or whatever. I need to tell people if you're gonna come to me and just say hi in DMs, I'm not gonna respond.
This goes for everyone here.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people just say hi, and it's dude, I have people who want commissions that I already owe them. I have other artist friends. There's too many people I need to keep track of, and I'm not looking to find more people who want me to do things for them.
No, that goes for. I think I kind of speak for everybody on this. When if you're gonna send a note of some kind, make sure you have something important to say, because generally artists take notes as I want a commission, or I have some sort of trade I want to do with you, something like that. It's not used to be buddy-buddy. Comments are for that, or, actually getting to know them first. And not...
ironically enough, though...
No, go
sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Ironically enough, the thing is, I do break that code, but only with other artists. If it's an artist who's a high caliber, hey, I like your stuff, and that's it. I'm totally gonna respond. It's weird, and it is. I'll admit, it is kind of snobby. Like, oh yeah, big artists garner more attention from me, but that's because they're big artists. Of course they are. It's weird. We're human. We have idols too.
The way I was looking at it, the way I look at it is, there's only so many people. Because the American Dream put it this way last time, but you can only have so many friends. You can only keep track of so many, like you just said. So just having another rando who's probably just going to be a bit of a, and I don't mean to offend anybody watching this, and I don't want to make anyone self-conscious, but a lot of the people who generally send those kind of messages are just, little parasites who just want to try and get in with you and, eventually get something out of you and just fucking leave. That's a lot. That's I'm just putting it out there because that's what a lot of them want to do, and I highly doubt that a lot of them just want to get in and be like, oh yeah, I really like your art. Yeah, you and the other couple thousands of people who are watching me. What do you want? That sort of thing. If you're gonna come at my door, expect me to treat you, like someone who is there to get something out of me, because that is what notes are for generally. Those are for people to ask for art trades, commissions, or something. The note system is not for being buddy-buddy. Unless you are already buddy-buddy with the arty.
Back when I first joined, I got that, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's been happening since day one for me, and oh boy, I thought, like, it was, like, only a beginner thing, but it only got worse as time went on.
Do you think it's because of your style that people...
I don't know.
Because I have not gotten, or at least not recently, I have not gotten those kinds of responses or those kinds of thing. I mean, recently with one guy who's been messaging me and trying to get, just been one of the worst guys who's ever commissioned me so far, just because of how little he cared for the etiquette of buyer to commissioner and all that. And just, I made sure to do his as quickly as possible, and then I didn't even fucking upload it. I just sent it to him.
And, I get that, but I don't know if it's my style or not, or what. I really don't know. I'm trying to, like, think. My stuff is, like, cutesy. I guess it makes me look approachable.
I guess. I didn't really...
That might be the psychology with it. I wish I knew now.
That's sort of what I was wondering, because... Yeah, I haven't really heard of much of that sort of stuff happening with Absolon, and it definitely doesn't really happen with me. So I just wonder, is it the cutesier style that gets people to just come at you, or what?
It might be, like, because, like, the way I type and everything online is always really conversational. I don't, like, do proper punctuation. It's always, like, my title for stuff is always really sarcastic and snarky. It's like, oh, haha, he's the funny guy. I can talk to him.
He's the haha.
Haha, he's the haha. But I don't mean that in like I'm not trying to say, oh yeah, no, I'm not funny or whatever. Because that is how I want to come off to people. But like, maybe that's why.
Is it that? Because that sort of goes against what I normally know.
I don't know.
That goes against sort of what I normally know, because I know most people don't really read any comments. Most people don't even comment. Whereas most pictures will see, oh yeah, it's got like 20,000 views on it, but only 12 comments. That's less than like a 0.01% of the people who've seen it actually comment. So I really, it's really interesting, just the science behind all this shit, or the psychology. Because some people just think it's total free reign, or just free game. Because this one guy messaged me, I'm talking about the dude who's probably the worst commissioner I've had so far, who just blatantly messaged me thinking I'm like his best friend now because I was just very, snappy with getting back to people during commission processes. And he just blatantly said, even after, not speaking to him, he just said, oh yeah, if you just want to make a icon, like me, a free icon of my character, you can do it anytime you want. And I just deleted the note. I didn't even give it the time of day, really. Just enough to,
as it should be.
You've told that already, but God, that's still, ooh.
I don't think I've heard that story, but I hate people who ask for free stuff.
But the thing was just free stuff for no reason, you know? Or just...
Not for no reason, but just someone who doesn't really, like... I'm not gonna say that he's, like, doesn't, like, deserve it, but he's not, like, he's not, like, your friend or something. I
wouldn't even consider him... I don't even remember his, I remember his screen name.
The ultimate insult.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember his screen name.
I didn't remember your screen name with 3 letters and 3 numbers and something about your birth date or something.
But actually, for real, though, I think one of the biggest insults you can give someone is just, like, who are you?
No,
Especially if they think you left an impression on you.
No, dude, the best insult to me is still forever, who is this clown? Because not only are they... Yeah, not only are they a clown, they're not even a very popular one.
I mean, popular clowns.
No, but that's exactly what I'm saying. He's a clown, and he's not even a well-known clown. Like Bozo. But...
I'm not going to defend that.
But... Yeah, just... I really don't get it, dude. I don't get where some of these people come off. Did they...
Maybe I'm just more popular than you.
If we're talking numbers, you are. Oh.
Yeah, but you know who's more popular than all of us?
Talent-wise, I think I'm not the best here.
Well, I mean, talent and talent, quote unquote, and skill, quote unquote, has never really. It doesn't really have much discrepancy or any sort of true effect on popularity.
Right. The real we're looking for here is luck.
Guess where you are.
Yeah, of course.
Guess where you are.
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Like certain.
Yeah,
dude. Like certain people in this community, I look at their stuff and then I look at some peers and other and peers of peers, and I see their stuff and I think, so why does this person have 500,000 views on their shit, but this guy who's infinitely better than them has like nobody?
It's weird. That's the one thing I will never get, because there are artists who are leagues better than me who go unnoticed, and there are artists I will reserve my judgment on, but they are more popular than me. Like, what?
It really is just once again, it's all about just keeping an ear to the ground and seeing what people really enjoy. Because what I've currently seen, one thing I'm gonna give this out. This is a trade secret I'm gonna give out right now, but I'm gonna blur it out because I don't want to give out the trade secrets in the public. Because I'm on to you, onto you motherfuckers. But so right here, I'm gonna add a little oof sound so that. But the character, if you guys want to get popular, doing this, the character you want to draw is Yang from Ruby. If you draw her, she is always in style. Like every picture I've ever seen with her in it has more than any other favorites or any other views than most other characters in some people's galleries. She, like anyone from that show, if you draw them, they are hotcakes all the time. I'm serious.
Now that you mention it, I really can't think of a moment where you've been wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think characters are always in style. Are like, Ruby, Danganronpa. I don't know about Persona, but like anime shit's always popular because it's anime.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Ruby, like, people are go nuts for that show. At least in this community, they love the characters from Ruby.
I mean, they're
not. In fact, they were in.
But it isn't like.
And the funny thing is, they were intentionally designed to be easy to cosplay. Monty Ohm specifically did that so that they would be easier for people to cosplay them. Being the dude. Yeah, I mean,
big brain over here.
It worked.
But yeah, it did. That's cool.
But yeah, just you can't. It's almost like I honestly think we repeat ourselves on multiple occasions. But yeah, just the main thing is you shouldn't even be doing this to get popular because it's absolutely not the field to do it in.
It is. Nope. It's not rewarding at all.
And
It
even
really isn't. And you never really realize it until like the bad part of being popular happens to you. And then like, oh fuck, I'm popular. Oh no. It's never like oh yeah, I did it. It's never that. People get like the misconception that being popular means like you're automatically happy all the time. I mean, I had somebody who, I think when I was like feeling kind of down for a while, they said like, "How can you be sad when you're popular?"
was it
I
the
was
boy
like,
that we're
"Really?"
thinking of? Was it?
The exact same luck-based
luck
boy, yeah. I'm quite sure.
No, it
Correct me
sounds.
if I'm wrong
it sounds
on
like
that,
something you
of
would
course.
say.
Sounds like it, but I don't want to, damn him just yet. But yeah, no. Being popular kind of sucks because I have talked about it on my account before, talked about it on like my Discord server, but one of the worst things that ever happened to me, like online, was sparked because I got popular. Like the person I met who gave me like the hardest time of all was somebody who I met on my 1000th watcher stream. Like back when I did a live stream celebrating 1,000 watchers. Like that's when I met the person who gave me the hardest time. It's weird. But
is this the luck-based boy, or is it somebody else?
No, someone else.
I can blur out their.
It was kind of the thing that you were saying earlier about like people who were like, I don't like the word, but parasites kind of, where they talk to you in the hopes of getting something out of you.
Yeah, I use that word very, very specifically because that is absolutely what a lot of these people are. What a lot of folks are, just parasites waiting for free art. The lurkers hanging around some Discord servers, the lurkers just watching you and waiting for that one magical day you say, hey, I'll do something for no exchange of currency or of any sort of thing. The magical word.
The magic word.
I remember I did that, and I actually got people who actually believed me. I did an April Fool's journal, and then people believed me, even though I haven't done commissions at all for about 2 years now. 3 years.
They got mad at you when you.
They got mad at me because I didn't want to draw. It was a joke. Like it was a joke, and they're like mad at me about it. Like I owe them something.
Well,
like, I appreciate you guys' support, and I'm glad you like my art, but I don't owe you guys anything. Like, don't come into my notes and tell me like that I'm a shitty person or something because I didn't draw like something that you wanted me to draw.
Absolutely, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go in your notes. I'm gonna say, you didn't draw my OC, therefore you are the bully.
Oh no, I'm a scumbag.
You're just too lucky.
I'm too lucky.
Man,
That's what I am.
Man, dude, you get all the best loot drops.
He said it. He said the thing.
Yeah,
I did it.
You did it. You said the words.
Proceeds to play the Five Nights at Freddy's dong 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 dong, and then the yeah.
Okay, so have I set the record yet for the guest who said luck based?
I think so. Yeah, you're currently the highest. Yeah, you're currently the highest. I might have a little luck based counter right at the bottom.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, it's we're planning on having another big name on soon. We're glad to have you, Mist.
Yeah,
glad you finally made it.
We really meant nothing by it as to not invite you on sooner.
Oh no, I never once thought it was like a spite thing.
Absolutely not.
Because I knew you'd take me in eventually.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, totally, dude.
Yeah.
You're great.
It's genuine.
But no. Jokes aside, none taken. Also because scheduling this, I'm the problem with scheduling this because fucking shit comes up for me.
You're a busy
all
boy.
The time.
Busy. See, dude. See, it's not always easy being a popular boy.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
No, it's like it just like real life stuff. Like, because even my real life friends will comment that I cancel things way too much. Because I always whoops, a family dinner happening. I can't come.
Yeah, I know the big family issue.
It happens too often.
got a lot of family where I live, so I was always definitely that guy saying, shit. Whoopsie daisy. I'm gonna do some family shit. Again. You're like, Kreat, you big tub of fuck.
But yeah.
That's a very interesting thing to say to someone.
Can't wait to be on the next episode of Luck Based in like 3 years, because Lord knows when my schedule is gonna, and the stars are gonna fucking align again.
What I really want to do with an episode of Luck Based is get a bunch of artists on, do something a la Doodle Dudes, or a competition for them to all draw stuff and all that. Just like a giant battle.
Oh god, I would lose so quickly. Oh my god.
You know.
Okay, Mist, you're going up against Bamboo.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, I'm not like being like the Mr. Mopey, whatever, but I do think my art is not among the
I
highest
definitely
caliber.
I definitely think it's above the norm. I would absolutely say that.
Well, I mean, I better hope it is with 3,000 watchers.
Watcher count doesn't mean anything, dude. Numbers don't mean shit.
Shit, you're right. Fuck. I don't want to be that guy.
I have 3,000 watchers, so obviously that means my art's very good.
Fuck, I just did that, didn't I?
No, you're not.
No, I'm that guy. Fuck.
No, you're not. But yeah, it is really weird seeing.
I don't know, dude.
People just chalk things up to numbers so much. I mean, the thing is nowadays, it's sort of a pitfall that everyone falls into, that we can sort of measure. And I know I use this example all the time because I know we've talked about a bunch in our own little Discord chats. But the thing with that is, there's like a stealer of happiness, the whole comparing numbers game, because once you introduce that, no one will ever be happy ever, because some people love to fixate on that. Just the whole, oh yes, my numbers are bigger than his numbers, that means I'm better than him. You know?
Yeah, it's kind of like the... Yeah. I was about to reset what you just said. But yeah, no. For real. I feel like... And people kind of use that not only as like a measure of happiness, but also a measure of like, oh yeah, because of this, now I'm better than you, and now I can be mean to you.
Thing, and the proverbial luck-based boy himself just seemed like the kind of person who, the moment that he would attain any sort of clout in that regard, seems like the kind of person who would abuse it the moment he got it.
Oh god.
We are, I guess, but I mean, because he was such a prominent figure and such like a prominent character,
and because this is the one time your guest knows
of the boy and had
himself.
many encounters with him.
I got a lot of shit.
Please do tell.
I think I'm not gonna make the claim. I'm not gonna say I'm one of the most controversial people in this community, because Lord knows I'm not. But there's a lot of people who hate me.
Oh, do tell, miss.
And like, some for good reasons, some I'd argue are kind of just petty. But yeah, Luck-Based Boy, I think it was because I was willing to call him out on it, I'd like to say.
Nah.
I don't know. I think also just because I showed up relatively like late and got popular relatively quick, and that might have been a good thing of jealousy.
Yeah, I don't mean to detract or divulge from what you were about to start talking about, but the exact same thing happened to me when I first started, and the only reason I'm so aware and somewhat hyper aware of the numbers game really consuming a lot of people is that when I first started, me and Plumpchew, I think, started relatively on the same day, and I want to say maybe he was about a week after me at the latest. But when I first started, I distinctly remember he and I appearing relatively at the same time. And I was very happy. I remember I was even showing my girlfriend at the time. I was saying, "Hey, my new account is doing really well. I'm already at." It was like 2 weeks or something. And I was like, "Wow, I'm already at 1,000 views," and all that. And I was like really excited about that because I had never done anything like that before. I thought like, "Oh shit!" I was thinking like, "Wow, my numbers are higher." I've never had numbers like this before. I was really proud of them. And then I saw Plumpchew had joined relatively at the same time, and I got really mad because he was at like, I think at like 3,000 or 4,000. So by the account of when I was pretty much gauging everything off of, he was 4 times better than me, and we started at the same time, you know. And that led to me a very bitter and angry mood after that, where I would pretty much start doing things. And Plumpchew, if you're watching this, I have zero beef with you now. You're a cool dude. You're a great guy, all that. But when I first started, I had this very bitter sentiment towards him because I was just thinking like, oh man, like why am I falling behind this guy? I pretty much made a competition between he and I when there was literally no competition at all. Yeah,
I think we all get to that phase. Yeah, and I know I did totally.
I'm gonna come out and be honest. Missed for a while. I was well, not really for a while, just like a little relatively short period of time. I was kind of jealous of you because of your views, like how much like more stuff that you had than me.
Only for a few seconds, you're jealous. No, I get that.
It doesn't really bother me as much anymore because I realize like it doesn't. I don't really have as much time to upload as I would anyways, so...
Right.
Yeah, I'm just going at my own pace. I don't really care who's better than me and who's not. Just gonna have fun with it while it lasts.
Yeah. If you want my opinion, I'd say if you're jealous of my numbers, I'm jealous of your art. I think you are leagues above me in terms of art. Easily.
Thanks.
Yeah. You guys are both great. Yeah. I know. I'm literally joking.
I'll be right back.
Creed, I can't express enough that I think your art is also really fucking good. Like, goddamn, you do action way better than I do.
In our line of work, that's like saying, "Oh yeah, in the swimming competition, you're very good at driving." You know, I'm yeah.
Well, I know that, but like. Your skill is more applicable outside of this competition. Because you can drive better than I can. Sure, I can swim. I can win the competition in swimming, but you can.
Yeah,
it's
the classic thing of you always want what you don't have. You know, and like you can be the best at one thing, but if you see someone's really good at something else, you're like, why am I not good at that? And then you try and be good at that when you should just realize, wait, I'm good at this. I should focus on being even better at this.
Okay, I will admit though, that mindset, not in like the jealous way, more like, oh, I should do that too. I'll be good at that too. That's what sparks a lot of like my weird endeavors into trying new mediums, like out of nowhere for no reason. Like the one time I did like a weird like Tim Burton looking thing.
I just thought that was really cool.
Like, as an example, or that one time I did a full 3D model and rigged it. I was like, huh, that's cool, and I never touched 3D again.
I would rather say, time wasted is not. Time enjoyed is not time wasted.
Oh no, totally. It's not wasting my time by any means. Like, I'm glad I did that. I can say I did that. But it's always like, I want to do that because I saw someone do it, and I just do it. And then it's like, well, I did that. Now what do I do?
I wouldn't look at that with any sort of negative view. I just think that's a very good viewpoint.
Oh no, not at all. It isn't what I mean by. I don't mean it like a negative way at all. It's just like it's weird, I guess. I just do that. I think I have like an attention disorder, maybe.
And I'm too afraid.
I can't tell at this point.
But yeah, the thing is that it's a weird thing, and the trap. I mean, everyone falls into it at least at one point where you just say, this guy for some reason. Like I hate you in particular, that sort of thing, you know.
Well, I didn't even get to mention. My bad.
No, I mean, just to cap it off, just that we all fall into that I hate you in particular sort of thing, where, you know, you're just doing art with alongside somebody else, and you just choose them to be like, the fuck you, you're the reason I'm not doing well, and then you try to beat them, and then you realize there is no beating anybody at this.
Oh, no, totally. Yeah, no, this is where I want to do a little backtracking, because I totally fell into that at first. I think the person who I did it to knows now that I did it to them, because we're relatively chill now, I think. But I did fall into that trap. I was just like, yep, I don't like you. I'm gonna be better than you. And I didn't. I think I improved best at art whenever I didn't, when I got disillusioned to that. But, no. That was a really bad period of time for me. And ever since I exited out of that, I think I've been in the best emotional state for me that I have been in a long time, before ever joining this community. And I have been, for half a year. So, hey.
Even though I don't like him personally, and I sometimes find his content enjoyable, but most of the time I just find him kind of whatever. But the Jim Sterling saga of him getting sued by Digital Homicide, there was one point of that even regardless if you like Jim Sterling or not, or whatever, but there's one part where he mentioned one of the guys who was trying to sue him was saying, oh yeah, for spending an entire year, defaming the name of Digital Homicide and whatnot, or just me as a person. And then Jim Sterling went over all the things he did in the year that he was being sued, and he said, let me go back all the times that let's go over what I did in that year. And then he rattles all the shit off that he did. In that year I started a website or started multiple different series on my own channel, and just went through this entire laundry list of just shit he did that wasn't involving Digital Homicide. And they said, so in that year, my friend, what did you do? Oh yeah, you shout out a bunch of terrible games, obsessed over one guy who made one review of your really shitty game, and look where you are now. You lost an entire lawsuit battle of him over really, really, really stupid, baseless allegations. And what have I done? I have done this entire laundry list of shit that has improved my career. And so, in a really roundabout way of saying it, instead of focusing all that energy on beating somebody, focus all the energy on, beating yourself. Yeah, be better than you were yesterday. That's the whole thing. And then if you do that for a year, suddenly you will be better than you were a year ago. And then you beat them.
But no, I get what you mean. It definitely is there's a mindset thing to it, and it's nothing you really can control, but you have to learn to, deal with it with time.
Yeah.
And it probably is the best thing you can do as an artist and as a person.
No, I just think that's just good advice, is just to not let any of that, not let's say any of that petty stuff get in your way. And this is coming from people who have done some petty shit before. I'd say all three of us have done something relatively petty to somebody in the community at least once.
Lord knows I have. Ooh. I can't.
If I have, I can't remember, but I probably have. I can't.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can't think of the time Absolon has, actually.
You intentionally draw your characters beating up other people's characters.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just.
But are you guys complaining about that?
It's still by a few definitions.
I'm complaining about it now. That's my new platform.
Mm-hmm.
This is I'm running.
Okay, what's your platform? What are you standing on besides petty attacks?
Epsilon is a big pee-pee.
Epsilon, what do you?
Thank you.
Wrong.
That's all he has to say. I think and everyone just explodes.
Oh, no.
Not into cheers, just literally combust in the audience. Yeah, just.
The audience just catches on fire.
Absolon has poo-poo pee-pee wiener, and Epsilon's just wrong. Just a quick lean into the microphone. Wrong.
Wrong.
God. What even is the political climate of...
Nope,
never mind, let's not do that. Okay, that's better. I was gonna say just of America, and I was like, wait a minute.
Let's step back.
That's a spicy one. We leave that up to Ro Jogan.
Can we start a new podcast just for
we can call it Luck-Based
politics?
It'll be like, oh yes, hello, I'm Kreat-Like-Crete, and I hate every single one of you.
It can be like Alex Jones. Just drop his head and saying, "Okay, so
I'm kind of
retarded."
I mean, if he admitted it, then
yeah, can't fault him for it.
Who's gonna stop him?
I mean, I'd say that too. Like, unironically, I'd say, yeah, I'm probably kind of retarded. Forgive me.
I am definitely a man of severe mental inhibition.
I have probably taken too many chromosomes.
Man, I mean, if you wanted to kill yourself, all you have to do is jump from my chromosomes and land on my IQ. That's my favorite. It's still one of my favorite things.
I got a little greedy at the gene pool. Grabbed a few too many chromosomes.
I've never heard that one. That's really fucking good. I got too greedy at the gene pool.
I tried leveling up too many stats at once.
That's good. That's a good one.
You better fucking bet it's good.
You just went into the spore and
too many times.
Yeah.
That's what you got.
I don't think you can hit random in spore.
Well, you can now because I just made it up.
You close your eyes and you just place things at random.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with my face.
Oh, so that's what happened. You were playing the character select thing and you just did it with your eyes closed.
Well, no, it's like, Dark Souls, how you can just hit random, like, create similar face, and you can just keep doing
forever.
Like, that happened. But, like, God forgot to, like, stop after, like, the 5th one.
Dude, I've made some monstrosities in Dark Souls. One of my favorites is Flarkum. He's one of my strongest. Flarkum's one of my strongest characters in Dark Souls. He's got like this stupid like vagina mouth. It's where I like made the mouth as small as possible. So he just kind of like he has a super pursed these super pursed lips. It all comes to like this really like breaks like the geometry of the character model. Where it's like clipping through itself and it makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. And I named him Flarkum the Invincible. And because he is 99 everything character.
Jesus. And that was done legit?
No.
Oh, okay.
The closest I have to being like 99 legit is back on like my old original 360 character who I played through that game with that character. His name's Chumpy. Chumpy, yeah, Chumpy's Adventure. That's what my friend and I, when I first played Dark Souls, we called him Chumpy, and it was all predicated off of one thing, is that he has like these massive lips, and his eyes are permanently closed, and the one thing that we always did was back when I was in high school, because that's when Dark Souls came out for me. We were playing it, and we were playing other games at the time, and the one thing we always liked to say was, "Oh man, he's dead." That was our little inside running joke. Just, "Oh man, he's dead," and we would just dead. And my one friend just made just said Chumpy for one day. "Oh, look at this Chumpy dumpster."
Chumpy.
Yeah, Chumpy, and then we just made a character named that, and every time I died, my one friend just went, "Chumpy's dead." And it was the most perfect name to sit with it, so it was just Chumpy's dead.
Dude, I wish I had friends, like, in real life who wanted to play Dark Souls like that.
Well, I'll take a trip to take a trip to wherever you reside on this fucking rock. And
the
play
place.
some Dark Souls. Yeah, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. The Netherlands. I didn't say it.
Can't believe it.
I can't believe you would bamboozle me like this.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. I just love his tone when he says, "He's like, oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this."
Can't believe you've done this.
Just such a almost conversational tone.
He's like resigned to his fate.
Man, fuck.
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, man, there was nothing I could do to stop you. How can this happen? How could any of this happen? Yeah, but yeah, man, don't you just wish that there was a way to just go like meet your online friends just really quickly, not have it be this long, drawn out experience where it's like, oh man, I gotta fly all the way over Kingdom Come just to come meet this motherfucker.
I mean, you're pretty far, right? From where I reside.
Roughly halfway across the country, I want to say.
Oh, geez, yeah, never mind. Ooh.
I mean, Absolon and I share the same time zone, so we're not too far away. If I were to drive to you, that'd be far.
Right.
But to take a plane ride, it's not too much. I would say it's under double digits for hours.
So, well, yeah, I think the thing that a lot of people do is they go do conventions.
Mm-hmm.
That'd probably be the ideal solution.
I just gotta find the right convention to go to for both of you.
Yeah.
And have the money to do it. Well, actually, man, I do technically have the money, but I would like more.
If you want, like, real quick, like, censor this in the video.
Wow, I can't believe all those fucking rabbits chewed through all the fucking cords. Like that, wow, get out of here, shoe.
What are you talking about?
That part where Epsilon died was my favorite.
No, we weren't Epsilon. There was a lot of things that happened in those couple of seconds, and most of it involved Eldritch abominations.
What are you talking about? We were just talking about.
Shut up.
We were
magic.
That was the part where Ant-Man killed Thanos by crawling up his ass.
Oh no, I don't even want to give any sort of credence to that fucking theory. I hate it. I hate that one.
I think it's just so stupid. It's funny.
I can't even give it like any sort of credibility, or not credibility, but any sort of just
goof gaff credibility. I get that
because I don't even like using this word, but it's very I don't want to use the word to just save myself the ridicule, but it's a very
cringe,
bland. I'm not gonna say the word, but I'm gonna use bland instead. It's a very bland kind of theory that people would latch onto, like Facebook kind of shit. You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe, hey guys, hey, family members, would it be so funny if Ant-Man crawled up Thanos' butt and made him die?
he died.
He died. Minion meme. Oh god, dude.
Unfitting minion.
So have you ever drawn our characters as minions before?
No, I never will.
Fuck, that should happen.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
Alright, well, guess I gotta draw Lily as a minion now. What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Well, I'm gonna kill myself.
I mean, we can...
Oh,
that's an option too.
What'd you say, Absolon?
That's an option, you know. That's an alternative as you just end your life.
Yeah, just...
Oh, that is a solution.
It's just that's all, no. The entire thing is just, yeah, what are you gonna do for this? Just end my life.
Oh, no.
They don't worry about me, it won't take too long.
Don't worry about it, it's okay.
That's okay, Grim.
So what happened to all the cool real talk? We just started talking about memes now.
Yeah, I mean, that's generally how it goes.
That's
That's generally how it goes with the whole real talk. I like to keep it a little bit balanced with the real talk and then the haha funny.
I see.
As all things should be.
Yes, balanced. As all things should be.
I actually saw Avengers Endgame today.
Whoa.
It's a good movie.
Don't
Those
spoil
are
this, or else
spoilers.
I'm going to draw blue as a minion.
Those are
Wow, I just mentioned the movie and everybody thinks I'm just going to be an asshole and tell everybody what's going to
I
happen.
just want to be safe.
Well, here's what's going to happen. What are your spoilers? Here's a spoiler. Ant-Man calls up Thanos' ass and
silly man.
What is going on, silly man? Are you going to crack it, silly?
I'm gonna make silly.
God, that is still my favorite meme.
Going to crack it, silly.
Hello, silly man.
You're
I
gonna
think it's
crack
just
it,
because of the
silly.
Doge, or the Doge, however it's said. Just the...
The weird, like, warping it has on it, yeah.
You need to do a version of that with
Oh,
Yip.
yeah.
I need to do so many things with Yip, god damn it.
I was gonna say something, fuck. Something that was somewhat pertinent to, things.
Two things.
There's gonna be like a mix. There's gonna be a mix of serious and non-serious talk, but yeah, it'll come back to me. But oh yeah, that was it. It was not. I guess it wouldn't really count as serious talk, but is there just? Do you guys honestly think that there's just something inherently like off-putting about Facebook humor?
I wouldn't say off-putting. Definitely annoying.
Yeah, no,
there's something. I would just personally, for me, what I mean by off-putting is just how just basic it is, you know?
Facebook is
Not even to be,
populated
like-
by just middle-aged and old people. Now,
But just the most basic shit. How can you just sit there and just, because I know this is going into, really, this is my version of petty territory, but when I used to work at the hospital, dude, there was one girl who would, take everything on Facebook as, like, law or, like, fact. And there was one time where she was just quoting off this really basic, just bland, deep shit. My favorite one was, we don't have a relationship anymore. Everyone just kind of tolerates each other. And she says, is that not the truth or what?
Oh, jeez.
I was thinking, no, that's actually not. That's
maybe you just have
that's
problems.
Really
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you're just weird. But yeah, just that kind of shit. Just the whole, deep thing. Whoa.
Deep and edgy.
is that a fact or what?
Deep and edgy and on fucking Facebook.
That's-
Quirky and original.
I mean, like, I could see Yip posting that, though. No, I totally could. I kind of hate that I could.
You've condemned your
Yeah, but for her
character.
it's funny because she's supposed to be kind of
And
stupid.
because she's also not real,
But-
but,
She's also that too. But this is a real functioning
Yeah,
human
exactly.
being with
That's
brain
the
side
thing.
apps. Yeah. And she's just, fucking really basic observation. is a deep, insightful thing. Yeah, I guess so.
for you, maybe.
Yeah, for you, for you,
For
maybe.
you.
Oh yes, for you. You know what we could talk about?
Mhm.
What?
D&D.
Oh, that thing I do.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Absalon, have you ever had any sort of encounter with a Dind?
Yes, I have many encounters with a Dind. In fact, those of you who are fans of JoJo, I just happened to find myself in a JoJo campaign.
A JoJo-themed D&D
Yep.
campaign?
Very fun.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I came up with an excellent stand that I'm going to
What's your
use
stand?
to beat up people.
What is your stand?
It's called Nowhere Man. like that song by the Beatles, and it has the ability to traverse 2D surfaces by turning itself into a drawing.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't even like JoJo that
And
much.
it just go. So it just goes across. Yeah, neither do I. But does it just go across the? So it just goes across whatever 2D surface it lands upon.
Yeah, it could turn the user into kind of like Link from Link Between Worlds. You just turn into like a drawing.
So that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
So I would also assume that if the thing that they are currently traversing is destroyed, then they would also get hurt.
That would probably not work as well.
Like, just a little bit. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, not really sure.
Could be King Crimson and delete time.
Yeah, deleted the time.
Which, by the way, for all you viewers out there, the explanation of King Crimson is this. Imagine the guy who has King Crimson, I can't remember his name right now. Imagine he's the server host and everyone else is playing on a very laggy server. There.
It's a lag switch, basically.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. That's easy as it gets.
Yes, Kreat. People know how King Crimson work.
Shut your fucking mouth. But D&D.
Yeah.
Tell us about your
we could share
experience
some.
missed.
It is easily like I started playing it about a little bit more than a year ago now, and I think it is easily the most fun thing I've done in a long time, and it definitely is the highlight of my week every week. It is what gets me to the weekend.
It gets you to the weekend?
Yeah, totally. Because it gets me through the really boring week. Think, oh yeah, because once the weekend hits, I get to play D&D again.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
See, the thing was with me and my friends is that we didn't really start getting into D&D until we got older, and sort of done-ish with college.
Right.
So everyone sort of went their separate ways, and had to get jobs and all that, and so our time and ability to be able to play D&D grew very, very sparing.
Yeah.
And we also just didn't have enough people at one given time to play. But in the times we did play, there was a lot of shit that happened, mostly because I'm stupid.
Oh, jeez.
And I play things very like if you find me playing a game, expect me to be playing it the same way I play other games. Unless the game is forcing me to do otherwise.
Yeah.
But if you play a game, if you put a game in front of me, and you give me the option to pick up the heaviest thing and beat the shit out of everything in front of me with it, that's how I'm gonna play.
Oh no.
Yeah, the biggest and heaviest thing I can carry is the thing I'm gonna use.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
Yeah, I'm stupid, but every party needs a tank, or just someone who is pure offense, and that's just what I do.
I get that.
That's how I play. Yeah, and it's led me into very funny situations.
I love my character way too much. I don't think I could ever bear to have him die, because he's like
your orc guy.
He's this super altruistic paladin half orc. He's kind of like, I think he mirrors me, and that we're both a little bit retarded.
Yeah.
Because he just does like the dumb things I do. Like I'll say something funny, like oh haha whatever blah blah, and then I'm like, yeah no he says that actually. Like all the weird thoughts you have, like what if I said that? He just does it, and that's why I love my character so fucking much.
Yeah, I want to draw your half orc and my half orc joking around sometime. Yeah. Even though my half orc is legitimately retarded.
Also, I do want to note, if anybody out there, any artists out there, want to get like good portfolio filler stuff, play D&D and bring a sketchbook, because you will get so many doodles out of that, and so many like really good drawings of like those characters. You can throw that on a portfolio and just bam, there you go.
It's actually very good advice. I've been thinking of doing that myself. Should we ever play it again?
It makes portfolios fun, like actually like, bearable and easy to do. Even though I don't really do like portfolio stuff, because unbeknownst to my audience, I favor myself more of a game developer than an artist. But,
No.
but no, yeah. Either way,
Lord, I have you on here. But, yeah, let's get into some silly events, some silly happenings in D&D. Let's turn it into a D&D podcast. But yeah,
what if we did D&D?
There was a time that my character accidentally defended a terrorist because he didn't understand what they were doing was terror.
Was he tricked into it, or did he
no,
just not?
Like me, like actually me. I didn't understand what was going on. I was like, they're about to kill this person. They shouldn't die. And then, like later, I was like, wait a minute, they're kind of like being a terrorist by like, because they want to like burn down a church. I was like, there are better ways to handle this. But it was like an actual terrorist.
It's funny.
Made this again, like he takes after me, and that we're both actually kind of retarded.
Yeah, I need to.
It's really funny.
I need to draw your guy. Yeah, you need to send me a pic of him so I can draw him and my guy.
Yeah, I gotta actually do a color picture too.
Because one thing that happened with my orc was it was back when my ex played with me and my friends. And the thing was, we were infiltrating this place. We had to go and assassinate this king, who we found out was actually the leader of a horrible counter organization, or just an Illuminati type group, who were trying to start a war with a bunch of nations.
Yeah.
And we had to go there and try and stop him he was just someone who was part of the organization. He was like a big key point. We needed to stop him so that it would help, weaken their forces a little bit. And so we go in there, and we have to act as diplomats. Except here's the problem. My other friends, who were all occupied having to take care of other stuff behind the scenes, it just left me and my ex to be diplomats.
Oh god.
Here's the problem. I'm a giant half-orc
mm-hmm.
whose speaking is comprised of grunts and almost English. And she is a dwarf who barely, talks at all.
Oh god.
So we had to go there as diplomats of like our little nation. And I somehow, through the luck of some sort of divine providence, managed to actually use enough charisma to just have people just kind of say yeah and nod and just kind of like allow me to just keep going. Yeah. I just kept getting lucky. Just I gotta roll for charisma on this, and I kept rolling like 18s and 19s and shit. Like it was amazing. and so until one part happened where I was told by the DM that we're going to need a distraction for some of these people to get in. So what my first thing was?
Start a fight or what?
I started a fight with my girlfriend.
Oh no.
But it wasn't an argument or anything. No, I picked her up and threw her in the air and punched her on the way down. Except here's the best part. There was literally none of the guests did anything or were even interested. They just kind of turned back around. That happened. Yeah, that just happened. But it did give enough of a distraction for my friends to sneak into the little place that they had to go to.
Jesus.
And but then here's where things get worse though. So they snuck in, found all the information they needed, and knew that we had to kill the king, otherwise shit was gonna go down.
Yeah.
So we infiltrated back in at night, and we snuck in. And we come to the king's throne room. Or not throne room, but his bedroom. And the king and the queen are both snoring there. And so the DMs just choose left or right. And all that. And I said, I'll choose right because I'm the strongest person in the party, so I have pretty much a guarantee to kill a sleeping person in one hit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most people do, but I like the highest guarantee. So I swung down and I killed his wife on accident.
Oh no!
And the king wakes up and he's just kind of stunned as to like see all these people in his bedroom
With his dead wife.
And so, yeah, with his beheaded wife in his bed, and some giant stupid half orc being like, rah, rah, rah. But so my girlfriend, she said, and I quote, she said, I let out a war cry and I charge him and I hit him with the axe. And our DM is very deliberate. Not deliberate, but very literal. So if you say something, it's going to be incorporated into your move. So when she said, let's out a war cry, she alerted every single guard. So before we knew, we had about like 8 or 9 guards in that room. And they were all way higher level than us. So I had to pretty much give everybody a chance to get out of the window. Or like to pretty much crawl out the window and like jump down. I almost died. Like, I almost permadeath myself to just save everyone else. And the thing that I told my girlfriend after, my favorite part was, I don't even feel sorry for punching you earlier. That was exactly what happened. And we made it to the dock, and we had to take out like 3 more people to get back to the dock. It was just a total shit show. Just because of her screaming out, we would have had nothing to worry about. But no, she's just being stupid and lets out a war cry in the middle of the fucking night. What an idiot.
God damn.
But yeah, that was my infiltration mission where I had to successfully be a diplomat even though I spoke literally no English.
I remember one time I played D&D and we met Satan and he wore pineapple underwear. Yeah.
That's cool.
And apparently he killed our entire party, only for us to be brought back by an NPC who outdrank him in a drinking contest. So that was that was weird.
There's a lot of like stories I can tell that are really long-winded, but my favorite moment in D&D ever is currently when I had to fake a heart attack as a distraction.
You what?
I told you this before, where my half-orc had to fake having a heart attack to be a great distraction. And for completely optional stuff, it wasn't like anything like related to like what we were trying to do. We just wanted like loot. We wanted to get into this room that was locked. We needed a distraction to get into the loot room. To steal from these like pirate dudes. And they're like, hey,
you were willing to provide.
You have the highest performance check. Go do the thing. It was so fucking funny. Goddamn.
Dude, the one of my other favorite things was I know I've told this story a bunch of times to everyone else on the server or whenever D&D has been brought up in the in any of the chats that we have, but one of my favorite things that I remember with my orc guy is so the first time he was introduced, because I had another character who did die, and he was like this half-elf who was also like a barbarian. He was only like 5 feet tall and weighed like 100 pounds, but he carried swords and weapons just bigger than he was. All he did was speak in a very that's all he said.
Jesus.
All the time, just barely spoke at all. I have a running theme with a lot of my characters, but but it fits better with my orc because so he was born in a cave and lived near a mining town, and everyone in that mining town barely spoke English. So the orcs in that verse pretty much spoke in grunts, and specifically just grunts.
Right.
And so you take that because he didn't really want to hang out with orcs that much. So he just kind of went down to the little mining town just to talk with normal humans. And they were all inebriated most of the time, so they barely spoke English. So combine those two things together and you get this character. And so he had never seen the ocean before, and we had to go sailing to go, like I said, do that diplomat mission. And we're sailing, and the DM just says, journey takes about a week to get to this place. You see all the sights and whatnot that you see on the ocean. And so that entire time, we're talking for like 5 minutes, we were allowed to just sort of roleplay and have fun together. And that entire time, I was just freaking out about everything.
The ocean.
Just like, but it was 5 minutes of me just going, oh, look what you see with the voice.
Right.
And that, yeah, but there was one part where I was just grabbing onto my good bud, and I was just like pointing off into the distance, and he was just sitting there straight-faced, just kind of the slightly pursed smile, lips, and all that, just looking out in the same direction I was. After I just said, I just finished my little, yeah, you see the fucking shit, mate. He said, yeah, that's a seagull.
It's a seagull.
It was so perfectly timed. Just imagine like this 3-foot tall dude just kind of just sitting there right next to this orc just freaking the fuck out. I see it. Yeah, that's a seagull. Man. Yeah, the people who knock D&D, just don't knock it till you try it, because then you'll get addicted to it. It's really, really weird how oddly engrossing it gets.
Yeah, if someone knocks D&D, it's because they've never played it before, they just don't like reading.
Well, yeah.
That's it.
I was just gonna say, it definitely is like the easiest way to make friends by far. Because you are stuck with them, and you have to cooperate. Good luck.
Yep. Yeah, if you don't cooperate, all of you die, and then you have to restart completely over. So yeah, if any of you are looking to find some new friends, go look up D&D groups or something at like your local university or in your high school, or even try and start one.
At the same time, though, and this is not to discourage anybody who wants to try D&D, of course, but D&D is also one of the easiest ways to hate people.
Yeah,
because there are horror stories of like quote unquote that guy. Who, luckily, never had one myself, but I've heard too much.
What do you mean of that guy?
Like, the dude who isn't there to play a character, he's there just to hit things. Or the dude who, obviously, cheaters, duh, but... like, that guy. Like, the dude who you kind of wish can't make it to the session. And you're glad when he doesn't, and all that.
Or he smells bad.
The guy who smells bad, eats all the snacks, doesn't bring snacks.
Dude, the person who doesn't... If there's ever D&D, I always make sure to buy snacks for everybody.
Dude, I'm going tomorrow. I already have like fucking 3 bags of snacks already stockpiled. That's generally accepted rule. If you're gonna go, if you're gonna bring snacks for everybody. I started doing commissions again, just so I could have money to get food delivered to D&D. That's the reason why I started doing commissions again.
Which, by the way, I still need to get to you on that.
Oh, yeah. Right now I'm taking like a quick break from commissions.
Yeah. Because
I want to work on just stuff for fun, and also classes catching back up to me.
You're not allowed to do that.
Well, I mean, no, because I feel bad, because I rushed through 2 commissions, and now I'm kind of taking my time on the 3rd one.
Yeah, dude, I really don't care.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, another guy's one. With yours, yeah, I understand. But fucking the other guy, I feel bad, because the other guy's really cool.
And I'm not.
No!
I'm... man, you know what? I had thought about doing it in my little Discord server. I've wanted to do D&D or start up something like that.
Right.
Yeah, but
it's kind of.
I really wouldn't feel like I'd be a very good DM, even though I really would try to be. But...
I've actually really wanted to try DMing for a while now. The problem is that multitasking is hard, and also, if I were to DM, I'd need to do voices. And I can't because my residence has very thin walls, so I can't go louder than like this at all times.
Yeah,
I could try if you guys want me to. I've DM'd before.
I mean, it's not so much that I can't do it. It's just I would really want to make sure that I would be doing it right.
Right, I get that.
But
I think like the most important thing about DMing is if everybody's like talking and laughing and engaging in the story, then you're doing it right. Doesn't really matter as long as people are having fun.
Yeah, if they're having fun, that's the absolute main concern.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works, guys. You're supposed to play it my way. I'm the DM.
God. Okay, DMs are one thing, but, like, again, addendum on that guy thing. The dude who considers himself, like, the party leader and tries to decide what everyone does. Oh boy. I'm glad I've never seen that in real life, because I would fucking have an aneurysm.
Wait, you're saying that someone else someone playing who isn't the DM tries to force their way into being party leader.
Like, yeah, not like not trying to be the DM, but people who try be like
tell
the
all the other players how to do stuff.
Oh, order everybody around. Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you fall into that role naturally, then sure, but...
Yeah, totally. But
yeah,
I'm saying people who have, like, that main character syndrome...
No.
God. The thing is, I love the main character syndrome, like, in fiction, and I hate it outside of that. Like, in real life, I hate that. Because it's such a fun thing to play with. Until you meet someone who actually is that, and you're like, oh god, just fuck off.
Oh, but someone who's, like, not cool about it.
Yeah.
Yes, good thing that none of my friends were ever like that. Everyone was pretty cool with everybody. No one ever tried to, be the guy. We all understood that we all did shit weirdly, and we all had like these characters who just fight against each other sometimes, and that was the beauty of it.
Wait, oh no, I have had that guy before. What am I saying? Or it's more like a that girl actually.
Oh.
Because here's the thing. Before I joined this person, so my friends who were in the campaign long before I were talking about it outside of the campaign, like at like school.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl overheard them, and she was like, "Hey, I want to join," and they don't want to say no, so they're like, "All right, sure, we'll let her in." And they play with her for a while. That's whatever. She's not that bad. Until they're like, "Hey, we should invite Miss to play," and of course I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I'm down." It's like the second time I played D&D ever, and so they announce that they're going to invite me, and this girl is not having it. For whatever reason, for one reason or another, this girl just hated my guts. I just have that effect on people, I guess, that people hate my guts. Because goddamn, some people just hate my guts.
It didn't work with us.
Well, I mean, other people in the community, though.
Well, that means they could suck a dick.
Oh, no. But the point of the story was that they approached me first, in a class, said, "Hey, can you not join the campaign?" And I was just like, "Oh, really? You're gonna do that to me?" And of course I said, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna join the campaign." And then I joined, and we had fun. And, I thought everything was all well and good. Like I was just having fun playing a stupid character.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterward, the person approached the DM and said you can feel the tension when he's in the room between me and him.
What?
I myself felt no tension. I felt totally at home. And they were demanding, yeah, if he doesn't leave, I'm quitting.
And, fuck off with that ultimatum bullshit.
And guess who's not in the campaign anymore?
He's dead.
But yeah, I have had that guy before. I just blocked it out of my memory, I guess.
It's just, I don't get it.
It's funny.
I really can't understand that. I've never. I mean, I've met people like that online where I just really, from just how they act and just, just by instinct, I just think, or not think, I just understand. Yeah, this person really doesn't like me. and I've left servers due to that because just I'd rather not just be around that. Whatever, don't need that in my day to day.
Yeah,
but just I can't understand the whole people who give that ultimatum bullshit. I've never done a it's either me or them, pick.
That's the most fucking bullshit thing.
That's just be an adult. If you're even giving that entire option out, you were gonna leave anyway. Just fucking leave. Don't draw it out. Don't be a weeb.
I'm not name dropping anybody, but except for the person that I mentioned. I have huge, immense respect for Matcha, because Matcha's all about just, hey, talk to me if you have a problem with me. Mm-hmm. And of course, the people who have problems with them never do.
Yeah.
It never helps their case, because it's always did you talk to them about it? And they're like, no. It's dude.
This is easy for people to hide, dude. That's what people do now. They just sit in their little corners and they just complain about everybody.
And their little private servers. Not implying anything there.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody's ever talked shit about me being on my pick. That'd be funny.
I can assure you they have.
Yeah, I can assure. No, it's not that we would know.
Because it was me.
It's not that either of us would know. It's just the fact that it happens to everybody. I'm pretty sure.
It's how it is.
I am positive that people I talk to on a regular basis have in some way or in some way or another gone somewhere and said, "Yeah, that Creek guy. He's alright, but I fucking hate him." I'm positive. I'm positive that people have said that to me because I understand I'm a relatively strong personality kind of person, so obviously there's going to be people who really don't like that, or really don't like that kind of person.
People dislike all kinds of things for whatever reason.
Yeah,
not everyone's going to get along, that's how it is, and some people just, they don't get that part. Or it's I just don't like them, I guess, and that's it. They have to make something out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have done that before too, so I'm not immune to it, but fucking, ooh.
I normally just hop out if like I said, I've left servers over people who I am just 100% certain they just really don't like me, so I just leave. It's nothing, I don't make a big deal about it. I'll say, okay guys, as of today, I am leaving this server because I think I am being very mistreated. No, just leave. That's all you need to do. Just
now,
bye.
The real question now, do you think anybody who hates any three of us is watching this podcast right now?
Positively.
Ooh, hello haters.
There's such a thing as hate viewing, yes. And even though I'm not a big fan of the word haters, I'm definitely going to say hate viewing is a thing.
Hey, be sure to like and subscribe.
There are people, yeah. I still will never say that.
What, haters or like and subscribe?
I don't really like using haters, honestly. But, also, alongside that, I'm not... You guys ever find it a bit obnoxious when people say, "Hey man, he makes sure to fucking suplex that motherfucking like button"?
Half of YouTube videos these days. I think it's funny.
Especially when it's super pretentious that they would put it at the very beginning of the video. You know, just, hey, remember to click like and subscribe. First show me why I should like and subscribe first, dip. Fuck.
See, I don't watch any channels that do that. I watch a grand total of 2 channels, and the rest of YouTube is for music for me. Mm-hmm. So I never see that. But I can imagine it gets annoying fast.
Mm-hmm. It's just pretentious to me, or not pretentious, but just very, what's the word I want to use? A little bit too confident, overly confident. Where it's just, yeah, man, you should
I get that.
Man, you should just slide that like button right over your clit. And just appreciate the video, numbnuts. So how about you show me why I should do that first, and then I'll consider. And I've heard from people, they say, adding that in really does help boost your numbers because people legitimately do forget to do that.
Yeah, no, I think it's totally just a product of the YouTube algorithm, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think there's no one person to blame for it. Just kind of YouTube sucks now.
Yeah,
and that's how you deal with it.
Dude, the golden years of YouTube. That was 2008 to 2010. I think was
I was very young back then, but I do remember it.
Dude, the golden years of YouTube, personally, because that's where I was on YouTube when it was more of the pages were more of MySpace pages, where where you could have your own picture, whatever picture you want as a background, all that stuff, and it was all sort of obnoxiously labeled. You could do the text color, whatever you wanted, the background, whatever you wanted, whatever video you wanted to be, not just your channel trailer, but just any video you wanted to be front and center, just right there. Ah, man, dude, early 2000s web design was something else. It was a fucking trip.
It was weird.
Because, you could just do... They always had the zany text font, or, the crazy, wacky colors, and now everything's just a very clinical white.
Well, because they want to make it look like, professional.
Yeah, but who said professional?
The internet has to be professional now.
Yeah, but who said professional has to be boring?
This is why when you make a website, Deviantart 2...
Susan said it.
What did you say, Absolon?
I said Susan said so now it has to be boring.
Thanks, Susie. Susie Goose.
Who's Susie?
Susie's the lady who owns YouTube.
CEO.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I have considered making my own website for shit, but
I don't know shit about HTML. I can't do that.
Neither do I.
I've worked with it a little bit.
But that's
and
why
it's,
I'm using Squarespace. Hey, Squarespace, you should sponsor this.
We need to come back and use MySpace again for all of our art.
No, dude, MySpace is if you want to use MySpace nowadays, it's all about bands. It's literally a music place now. It's not a social thing. It's a music place.
Then I'll just put my art there with the music.
Yeah, you'll just record yourself singing covers like Christian.
You convert all your images to sound files.
Convert your images to sound files. He's one of those pictures.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that is possible. That's what Aphex Twin, one of my favorite electronic artists. There's a song he has called Equation. At the very end, there's this really weird alien screech at the end. And if you take it into if you take the audio into like an audio visualizer or something, you can actually see it's a face of him. It's a picture of him smiling that the giant alien screech comes from.
There's a dude back when I first started. He would take pictures I drew and put it into the thing and send me the audio. Here you go. What?
That's what it sounds like.
I never asked for it. It was always really funny.
Oh, man.
Because I pull up this program, I have to ghetto rig everything to start working right, and then just to see a picture I drew get printed out. Okay.
Nah, dude. That sort of reminds me, because I had somewhat of a snap reflex when you were saying, "Oh, a guy took pictures of mine," and the moment you were gonna say it said "rip them up" or anything like that. But no, I have a little bit of a snap reflex because a lot of people I knew back in high school would sometimes say they'd see me just, sitting myself, minding my own business, just drawing shit. And some people would just come by and look over my shoulder, my giant, meaty, zitty shoulder, and they would just say, "Dude, what if I just took, the biggest marker and just drew, a big fucking, X over this picture?"
Oh, that is a dick move.
No, but, the people would just ask that, "Hey, man, what if I just, fucking, stepped on this book and say I draw something on the next page?" But I don't know what they would try to get out of me. I don't know what sort of reaction they would want from that. But
right.
Yeah, I never understood that. The whole idea of just, "Hey man, what if I just what if I just fucking destroyed this right in front of you?
What if I ruined your day,
hey,
man?
What if I just did this to you? What if I just shit in your mouth? What would you do?
What if I just took a shit?
What if I just pooped right in your eye?"
No, that was getting kind of weird.
Yeah. But just you ever have any people come up to you and say that? Because I know that's a common thing amongst a lot of people I know who do.
I haven't, because I don't draw in front of people.
You don't.
I have super crazy anxiety about drawing in front of people.
I mean, I would never really do it in front of people. I would just, if I was in class or waiting for something to go down, or just some people would just get up in class and they'd come see, me drawing in my notebook or in a sketchbook or whatever. Just say, yeah, man. What if I just ruin literally all of this? What would you do? That was always what they say. Yeah, man. What would you do?
What would you do if I was just a dick? Like, what do you expect?
I would just kind of think, wow, you're a dick, and just keep drawing.
I would know who not to talk to. That's about it.
Yeah, I would know who to avoid for the rest of my life. Thanks.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks for doing that for me. Didn't even have to work for it.
I mean, to be fair, the things I draw could probably afford to be destroyed. But I get what you mean.
Too bad the internet never forgets.
The internet does not forget.
Nope. It will remember permanently.
Remember, I was talking on the first episode I was on about that. That's something I fear. That'll follow me forever.
Yeah, but...
I still do fear that, but at this point, it's like, whatever. I'll acknowledge it if I have to. But...
I mean, the thing is like, it's still art. You know, it's not anything crazy, really. If you really get down to it, it's really nothing that crazy, especially what you do. You know? You're not doing anything... I think you've drawn... Yeah, you've never even drawn, like, actual nudity.
Like, no, like...
I'm talking super explicit nudity. Like...
Oh, yeah,
you've drawn nips. You've drawn little...
Well, no, I have back when I first started. It has been, I think, a full year since I did
that. But I'm saying, you still don't do anything sexually explicit. So...
Right. But I feel like that'd be, like, the more normal thing, actually.
No,
like,
I wouldn't say so.
Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it weird.
You guys want to wrap this up?
It's getting a little late.
It's already 2:30, yeah.
Oh, fuck, it is.
But, yeah, I would say for most of us, we aren't Shad Man. We don't... I really wouldn't say... I think we kind of overblow how people react to shit. Because honestly...
When you put it like that, maybe.
Because honestly, the stuff we draw is really not even that raunchy. I say as I draw a giant naked fat frog. But, yeah, the thing is that it really... If people really get that mad about it, then sorry. But...
Whoops. I mean, you came here and looked at it. This is entirely your fault. And... Like, congrats, you win the shit show.
You really could honestly say, you could really make your own argument for yourself. I'm just saying, oof, I thought it was funny. It was just practice. I have gotten away with drawing fat women in public just by saying it's just body practice. And they just say, okay. And in a room full of very old traditional women, they all just said, okay. And then obviously talk shit behind my back because that's what old women do, but, you know.
They
old
do that
about
everybody.
Like old menaces.
Yeah. So, anyway, so ignoring all of our issues and, obvious prison sentences that await all of us. Mister was
For what you might ask.
But,
Wait, what'd you say?
No, just the prison sentences and what await all of us.
Oh, yeah. The atrocious crime of being horny on Maine.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, so... Is there anything else you boys want to say?
I think...
Go ahead.
No, I got nothing, actually.
No, you do. Better fucking say it.
Like and subscribe.
Absalon?
Nah, I got nothing.
Well, I got something. I think that... chocolate is better than vanilla ice cream there. That's what I said.
Okay, you're wrong, but okay. Yeah. You're allowed to have the wrong
that for
opinion.
later.
Like, I'm not gonna judge you. No, we're gonna bring it back, okay? I'm gonna explain to you why you're wrong. Okay, so vanilla is actually the best flavor. You know why? Because it goes with everything. You can't put chocolate with strawberries. Strawberries with chocolate is just like strawberries with chocolate ice cream. That's disgusting. You have to have strawberries with.
Have you ever had chocolate dipped strawberries, Absalon?
I said chocolate ice cream, not chocolate by itself. Chocolate ice cream with it doesn't go with a lot of things.
They put at the top of your sundae. That's right. They put a strawberry.
Yeah, but you usually do it in vanilla. Now with chocolate. If you have chocolate ice cream with strawberries, I hate you. You're a degenerate.
Guess what goes with vanilla ice cream? That's right, chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, but you can make chocolate ice cream go with vanilla. You can't do chocolate ice cream with
For real
stuff.
though? Yeah, for real though. Okay, yeah, let's end it with this. Alright, so, favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla.
Neapolitan, I'd say.
Does it really count? That's like a smorgasbord.
Wait, like of all three? Like the main three? Or like
Just in general? Just in
The
general.
Holy Trinity?
Yeah.
Oh, in general? Oh. Like, I guess like chocolate chip cojita?
I was gonna say it's a tie between that and there's this one flavor at a local ice cream shop in the tri-state area where I live is Handel's. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but Handel's ice cream does a thing called Graham Central Station, and it's amazing. I get it every single time I go there. But your favorite ice cream flavor is just vanilla, Absalon?
Yeah, I'm literally the definition of a basic vanilla bitch.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with the classics, man. I am totally for that. It's the base of most. It's the base of all ice creams, actually.
Yeah, it's why it's the best, and you're wrong for assuming that chocolate ice cream is better than vanilla. So fuck you, Creed. You don't get to have that opinion.
Real quick, has anybody looked at the
No,
screen share?
I see
Discord?
it.
Okay, good.
But yeah. So if there's nothing else to talk about, thank you everybody for joining us on another episode of Luck-Based Degeneracy.
I'm glad to have been here.
And with nothing else to get in the way, I'm Kreat.
Absalon.
I'm the cool one.
And remember...
That's a lie, he's not.
You're right, he's not. And remember, everybody, art is all luck-based. Bye-bye.